I don't know if I'm live. Hey y'all, if somebody's out there, it's still showing as sending data for me. I don't know what's going on? Let's see. Let me try something. Come on. What's wrong with this thing? All right. For some reason my chat's not coming up. So give me a second and see if I can get it going. What's going on here? Okay. Docs, chats. Let's see. Anyway, happy Thursday, y'all. I'm not gonna be on too long because okay, it looks like something is happening. Something's happening with my chat. Robin. Okay, Aaron, Elaine. All right, cool. All right, I'm seeing y'all now. Don't know what the hell is going on. What's up with the title on YouTube? Oh, what does it say on YouTube, y'all? What does it say? Oh, does it say 820? Is that what happened? I didn't even check to make sure that it. Yeah. Okay, so on YouTube, I did not check to make sure that it was updated. My bad, y'all. It was too many characters. Anyway, okay, I only have 20 minutes or 30 minutes because I have to do rolling and it's just taking me a long time to get going today. How y'all doing? I'm hungry, y'all. I'm gonna eat this carrot. If I'm chopping too loud, I'm sorry. Let's see. Dang, it's been a while since I've done this live, huh? Cause y'all talking about stuff from earlier this week. Let me say hi to some people. Hey, Robin, Aaron, Elaine, 33, Rosemary's Baby, Dr. Candace, Josiah, Janiro, Latrice, Dr. Candace, A Girl Has No Nation, Shine. Yeah, my bad. Hey, H. Michelle Diamond says, hey, Reese, seen you smack down them two bums the other day. Listen, I was on the Grapevine TV, as well as your faves, Chris Evans and Drew Comments. And the first question was, how do you feel about Kamala being the nominee? And, of course, I'm probably the most excited person on the panel, but I said, let me wait in the cut, and let me see who I'm dealing with, yeah, because I didn't get a list of who's going to be on the show. So I waited to see how everybody's operating, and then I went in for the kill. But I was very pleased with the response to that because, my whole thought process is, listen, we gotta go into spaces that aren't rah Kamala. Like if we're just only preaching to the choir, then we're not expanding the base. We're not getting people motivated. And so I was really happy to see people who responded really positively to the positive information that was shared about Kamala, and who were willing to say, you know what, I thought wrong, and I really appreciated that as well. Sean says, you rocked it on Angela Rye's IG. Yeah, shout out to Angela Rye. She, she gave me an opportunity to dispel a lot of things in 20 minutes. But of course, the Russians, people don't like the truth, y'all. Ain't it some shit? I done seen fucking all kind of memes and negative stuff about Kamala. But when you're trying to dispel some stuff, then all of a sudden it gets shut down. Ain't that interesting? And I saw people who were being shady, saying, oh, haha, you got somebody who's biased. Versus what? Who ain't biased? Larry Bazelon ain't biased? All these other people that talk shit about Kamala all the time ain't biased? Bias is only a problem with somebody supportive of Kamala, huh? Well, as I said on Angela Rye's live, come see me if you got a problem with anything that I'm saying. And then we can point out who was factual or not. But let's talk about Kamala today. Oh my God, y'all saw that speech, right? This was the pre-buttal. Now, I mean, I wish I would have promoted just a little bit because I saw for a couple of days that it was going to be she was going to do a rebuttal, but I didn't know it was going to be a pre-rebuttal. I didn't know it was going to be at 3 p.m. But the networks interrupted their programming to go to her speech. She rocked it. She rocked it. I really appreciated, of course, that she acknowledged the Jacob Blake family and everything that's happening. Y'all's president hasn't done that, except for the Republicans kind of, use these things to just incite fear, right? And try to make it seem like, oh, these black people are coming to your neighborhoods and they're thugs and blah, blah, blah. Even though it's the white folks out there killing people at the protests. So I really appreciated that. I think, listen, for anybody who wants to say, skin folk and kin folk or whatever the fuck other things, or people don't want to give Kamala a chance and people don't want to acknowledge that having Kamala have that seat at the table actually makes a substantive difference in terms of, how our issues are addressed. You're full of shit. Okay? If you can't watch that speech and say, listen, and admit that that is not the kind of speech that you would typically see from a vice presidential candidate. It's just not. It's just not. Not acknowledging black racial justice issues in the way that she's done so. It's just absolutely not. But anyway, let's see. Let me read some more comments that you guys have to say. Daenerys says, I need November here like tomorrow. Okay, my vote. You guys are asking about my vote necklace. It's a lot of light in here, so you can't really tell. But do I have this on backwards? Because I'm trying to think. I think I might have this necklace on backwards. But anyway, I put it on in a mirror jail. I got it from Etsy. Listen, I support black women businesses, but I don't have $500 like Michelle Obama jail for no goddamn vote necklace. So this was on Etsy. I think it was $20 something. I got it on sale. And I got it, I guess, a week and a half. But yeah, nice little $20 joint right here. And it says vote. That's what the fuck we need to do. All right. Yeah, just go on Etsy and just click, vote necklace. It wasn't really nothing fancy that I put in there. Pam says her remarks were perfect. Evisceration, perfection, delivered with warmth and strength. Yeah, Kamala has that little twinkle in her eye. I can't even imitate it, child. I don't have a twinkle in my eye. Kamala has that twinkle that, she could deliver something. She got that sparkle in her teeth and she got that twinkle in her eye, child. Okay, nobody deliver that combination like Kamala can, okay? In a way that's just very authentic. I need to put my shit on silent because I'm gonna keep getting distracted by my phone buzzing. But yeah, I think she just delivered that just so perfectly. And the substance of her remarks are important because, the media has just let the Republicans create this alternative universe. And nobody's pointing out that if Trump had acted a week earlier, it could have saved 36,000 lives. Nobody's pointing out that Trump didn't invoke the Defense Production Act to get PPE and ventilators and shit. Like, nobody's pointing that out. Come on. So she reminded us of how bad, oh my God, that is. Jonathan says, I'm so mad. Jacob Blake's father said he is handcuffed to his bed. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. I had not heard that. That is awful. There's no fucking reason for him to be handcuffed. They just, that police department is some fucking racist. If they want to talk about abolish the police, listen, they are a model example of the police department that needs to be abolished. Okay, start the fuck over. They clearly have a bunch of fucking Klansmen and white supremacists who are running that police department because there is no fucking reason for Jacob Blake to be handcuffed to his bed. He did not commit a crime. Latrice says, Saga and Angela Ryan, what can we do about these bots and the grapevines? I think the thing to do about bots is to block, report, block. If they're on your tweet, hide the tweet and block and report it. And that's all we can do. Don't engage. Just hide their reply if they're on your tweet and keep it moving. That's the best thing to do. 33 says, I have to say it's very telling that all the people that bitched about the DNC are on mute about the RNC. Like, what the fuck? I never understand. You very right. I don't see nobody talking about where's this kind of person? Where's that kind of person? They ripped apart the goddamn DNC last week. Y'all see any of the people that they said needed to be on the DNC stage, on the RNC stage? I haven't seen it. They never have the same smoke for Republicans, though. They never do. Where's all that energy? I ain't got time for it. I've always wondered, why don't y'all have the same energy for the Republicans that you have for the motherfucking Democrats? Let's see. Robin says, been catching on rolling, doing the damn thing. Thank you. And I will be on rolling at 6 p.m. tonight. So I'm excited. Love being on rolling. I love Erica Savage Wilson. I love Dr. Carr. I love rolling. It's like my favorite night of the week. It really is. I was very surprised you guys bringing up the guy Carl. I had no idea that he was a Trump supporter. I mean, I guess you can't judge a book by its cigarette smoking cover. I mean, he kind of had to look like a regular schmegular dude, to be honest with you. Fucking. Anyway, I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to go too hard in on his looks. But, you know, it's funny because people point out that he has some kind of Trump thing in his background. Well, I was looking at the gallery view, so it's like this big on my screen. So I didn't see that. But I was like, holy fuck, if I had known this fucking asshole was a Trump supporter, I would have really gone in on him 10 times harder. But it's very interesting that I had made the comment about how Republicans are not about conversion, they're about suppression. Because if you guys remember his remarks throughout the conversation, he did not say one thing that was really try to convince people to vote for Trump. He was trying to convince people to people want you to, you know, to just not vote at all. Joelle says, how do we, if we want you to appear virtually for a Rock the Vote event, who do we contact? If you're talking to me, I guess just hit me up, contact@blackwomanviews.com. If I'm available, I'll try to be there, champ. Let's see. Yes, I think you're referring to Janicia. I don't know if that's how you say her name. She went by Jay on the show. But yeah, Jay, I just got my entire life off of her dragging him. I was like, yes, girl. You did that. Let's see. Okay, I'm so far behind. Let me try to catch up. I could not do the convention yesterday. I want to shout out the WNBA. I want to shout out the NBA. I know people, I shouted out the NBA first and people got on my fucking ass. Oh, don't forget about the WNBA. Damn, can I chill? I just got on Twitter. I haven't seen all the news now. Can I tweet about shit as I come along to it, as I discover it? But yeah, shout out to both. The WNBA have been doing the damn thing. They have been, you know, protesting and really using their platform for good. So I just really, really, really appreciate that. Yeah, so I think that I just think what these athletes are doing, they're turning their platforms into activism. I saw Jared Kushner was being a little bitch about it, denigrating LeBron James and these people saying, oh, that they're not like regular Americans who can take the night off. Well, bitch, you're not like regular Americans who can have an unpaid fucking job and accumulate $135 million in wealth every year that you've been in office. Isn't that fucking interesting? Trust fund, baby. Fuck out of here. These athletes have definitely come from much more working class backgrounds than Jared motherfucking Kushner. So they would know what it's like to be a working American, and more importantly, they know what it's like to be black in America, unlike you, Jared Kushner. So shut the fuck up. All right, let's see. Somebody block ZZ on YouTube. I hope the moderators are on it. Y'all gonna have to be more on it because it's hard for me to keep up with these comments. When I said ignore the bots, shit, I didn't mean in my fucking chat. If y'all see some bots that got blocked, they motherfucking asses. Ain't anybody got time for that shit. All right. Let's see. Keith says sometimes just hearing basic facts can kill. That's what I found. I'm so happy that you said that because honestly, on Friday, last Friday I was on this discussion. It was called the Justice Clapback, and it was a long discussion about race and blackness and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, that's fine, but like, fuck, can we get to some substance? And I'm like, I made a bet that we can have substantive conversations and reach people in that way. And I really honestly feel like I'm being consistently vindicated by making that bet. That's the bet that I made last year with my first thread on Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris has specific policies. Kamala Harris has specific policies. I made a bet that people, can be persuaded by facts. People can be persuaded by substance. And I mean, I've seen it. I'm seeing it happen more and more with each opportunity that I get to lay out the facts. And it's not just me. I'm not saying it's me alone. Trust me, because there are a lot of people that are really out there doing great work. So shout out to everybody who's really increasing the awareness about Kamala Harris. Like I said, our favorites, Drew Comments and Chris Evans, were also on that Grapevine panel. And I'm finding that when I go into these spaces, I'm no longer the only person who's really rah-rah Kamala, which is really fucking wonderful for a change. But I am seeing that people are really like, oh, okay, I want to know this information. I want to be educated. I want to be enlightened about things that I have been told. So that's very heartwarming for me. I mean, I think I was on Clay Kane's show on, this week is running together, Tuesday or Monday. Was it Monday or Tuesday? Whatever day it was. I think it might have been Monday. Yeah, it was Monday. It was Monday. I was on Clay Kane's show. I got like 500 followers off of that. Then I was on the Grapevine thing came. I got 500 followers off of that. I mean, since Kamala Harris has announced, shit, I don't even remember what the number was. But I'm pretty sure I've gotten 15,000 followers. No, not 15. I've gotten 14,000 followers since Kamala was announced as VP. And that is solely because people want to learn the truth and the substance around Kamala Harris. And people can call me biased all they want to, but the fact of the matter is, ain't nobody really seeing me in terms of being the encyclopedia of Kamala. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying it as a fact, okay? Let's see. Somebody said I loved MSNBC's fact checking yesterday. I didn't even watch this shit from last night, to be honest with you. Now I will watch it tonight because I do want to see Donald Trump piss his pants. With the way that I know Kamala got under his skin. Woo, she eviscerated that motherfucker so bad. Okay, so we're talking about the cops again. More cops are quitting or getting fired for not being racist or with the program. It's unfortunate. Yeah. Citizens arrests are going to be very problematic. I mean, it's crazy because people are being deputized, right? I mean, that's what we saw the footage in Wisconsin where the cops are driving around in fucking tanks for unarmed protesters, giving out water to white men who have machine guns. So it's all by design. Right? I mean, this is the white supremacist order. When they talk about, restoring order, they're not talking about restoring peace, right? They're not talking about restoring nonviolence. What they're talking about is a social order. I tweeted about that earlier today. They're talking about restoring the social order because white supremacists believe that they are at the top and the rest of the fuck us are supposed to be below them. And so they don't have any kind of problem with violence, particularly against Black people, but I don't know if white people know that the fucking white supremacist terrorist Kyle Rittenhouse killed 2 white people. But that's the thing about it, they look at them as like almost like race traitors. So they don't care if white people are also being killed. Because they're just like, well, you're not one of us. You're not with us. And that's just really fucked up and unfortunate. And did y'all see how that fucking police chief was sitting up there talking about, he got involved in diffusing a situation, resolving a conflict. You resolve a conflict by shooting people? No. All right, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna have to skip through a lot. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Somebody said I want to see Trump shit himself on live TV. please like the video and subscribe to my channel. You know, I've been getting a lot of followers, but ain't nobody subscribing to my YouTube channel, chill. So y'all need to go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tucker Carlson's comments. Yep. Hey, Erica, my girl. Erica Savage Wilson is in the chat. I will see you soon. Somebody block Willie Brown. Brittany says, who hired him to resolve the conflict, though? See, again, it is about the conflict of black people and people who are aligned with black people saying that white supremacy and white supremacist violence is not acceptable in 2020. That's the conflict for them. It's fucked up. Erica Savage, son of a Klansman. Yes, I absolutely love that she fits that in every single week. That is so important that she reminds us of that. But all right, y'all. I know I have been a little scatterbrained today. But I just wanted to check in with y'all. Oh, somebody says, do you believe the protests are helping Trump's agenda with undecided voters? No. This is the thing. This is the last thing that I want to say about that. Okay, this is my view of the state of the race, right? The media is going to anecdote your motherfucking asses to death about the undecided voter who is leaning towards Trump after the fucking convention because Melania, who's a fucking racist birther, sound like a fucking not so psycho Republican. They're gonna anecdote our asses to death. The fundamentals of the motherfucking race have not changed. But here is where we, and this is why I always say talk to people in real life. This is what we have to do for the next 60-some days, however many days, and actually even quicker than that because early voting is going to start in a couple of weeks. This is what we have to do. What I've been doing, going into spaces that are not necessarily pro-Kamala or Joe Biden, Biden-Harris spaces, and actually delivering a message that is affirmative, actually pushing back on these lies, because the name of the game is suppression. The way that they suppress our votes is by doing shit like what some of these fucking trolls are doing in these comments, which is spreading filth and garbage and lies and disinformation and misinformation. And so what we have to do is we have to talk to our people, okay? We got to talk to our people and let them know what the Biden-Harris administration is going to do for the country. We have to let them know that the shit that they're being fed is lies. And we have to, Jamie says, phone bank if you can, text bank if you can, educate people on voting. That's another thing. And Erica always points this out every week. We have to have a voting plan. I now tell you what I think the voting plan is. I call it voting plan A, B, C, D, right? Voting plan A is absentee ballots, mail-in ballots, okay? Request those, get it done. If you cannot mail your ballot in or if you don't trust it, then in your individual district, you have to research how to turn in your ballot if there's an ability to drop your ballot off. It's not the same in every place, so you have to research that for yourself. If you can, return your ballot. Robin, thank you. Vote.org has excellent information on this. It's a Black woman-led organization. It's nonpartisan. Excellent information. So voting plan A is absentee ballot, mail-in. Voting plan B is drop-off if available. Voting plan C is early voting. If you didn't get your early ballot or you just don't trust what's happening with the USPS right now, you said, listen, I'm going to early vote. Go on ahead and early vote. Voting plan D is voting the day of. Now, notice that was the last plan because it's so much better if you can vote by mail because you can't hack a paper ballot. It's so much better if you can early vote because, then you have an extended period of time. And then if you do those two things, you can work the polls. There is a massive, 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 massive voting poll worker shortage. And in fact, there are some places, I believe it's in New York or was it Philly, where they are actually, increasing the amount of the money they're paying for poll workers because they're trying to recruit more poll workers. So if you can safely volunteer to work the polls, do that. Another thing that's not part of the voting plan, but it is part of the voter engagement, the civic engagement, is actually attending, whether it's virtually or not, your election board meetings. Okay? So that means holding the people who administer your elections accountable, right? Those people tend to be elected or at least appointed by elected people. They are local on average, whether it's county. Down in Georgia, y'all have county election boards. So make sure that you're holding them accountable and asking them what is their plans for the number of polling booths, what's the training, do they have enough workers, and things like that. These are all things that we can do on an individual basis to make sure that we win, because this is not going to be won in a battle of ideas at this point. If you don't fucking know the difference between Trump and Biden, then you probably not all that reachable. You know, that's not to say that we don't have these conversations, but we really, 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 with so close to the election, need to be focusing on activating our base, activating our voters. Somebody block this person on Twitter. On YouTube. That's who we need to be doing. Not getting distracted. The time for getting into these Twitter fights with these fucking trolls is over. Bye. See you later. Bye. We need to be working on activating our base, our supporters, and making sure that we are well prepared to actually vote. Okay? That's not to say that you ignore people and you let people get away with shit, but what I'm saying is our best bet is activating the people that are on our team. That's our best bet, y'all. That's it. So with that, I gotta go. But we'll be having this conversation, I'm sure, multiple times. And yeah, y'all have a great night. Bye. See y'all at 6 p.m. on Roland Martin Unfiltered. Bye.